Here we go. We are on the way to the Shed Gym, on the way for the briefing. Really excited to see what it's going to entail with regards to like what the lads have planned out and stuff like that. Obviously, it's our own route. It's all on us. We're given a start point and an end point, and we have to make it there. So it'll be interesting to see what this entails. I'm not expecting much from it that I already don't know. Obviously, it's a great opportunity to meet the other teams and to obviously kind of solidify our plan going forward. But yeah, really excited, really looking forward to it, and yeah, it's just going to be a bit of crack, so come along for the journey. Also, for anyone who doesn't know obviously what Trásna entails, Trásna Natira was set up by two guys in the shed in the gym that I coach out of, and it is a 220 kilometer ultra marathon from Spanish Arch in Galway to Poolbeg Lighthouse in Dublin. The whole idea of this event is to raise vital funds for a charity called Grow Mental Health. Grow Mental Health are an organisation that were set up in order to help people who are going through struggles with regards to mental health and everything that entails when it comes to counselling, guidance, and just getting people the help that they need for this fantastic cause. So what we're doing is we're doing a relay style event. We are running from Galway to Dublin. There's a 5-man team. There's 7 5-man teams. So it's going to be a little bit of a race. We have raised €5,000 so far. We're all really fucking very excited about it. And the support that we've received so far has been second to none. It's been absolutely fantastic. And we're just over the moon with it. So that's a huge positive of it. We're not doing it for medals. We're not doing it to win it. We're not doing it for anything like that. We're doing it literally to raise funds for this amazing cause. And anything that comes of it is a byproduct of doing that. And that's the most important thing that we have to remember when it comes to something like this. But yeah, it is going to be an amazing event. We're starting on the 26th of July at 12 p.m. So midday from Spanish Arch. And as I said, it's not a race, but the first one to Poolbeg Lighthouse, or Poolbeg, yeah, it is Poolbeg Lighthouse. First one to Poolbeg Lighthouse wins. So we're really excited. I have a great group of lads. I have Ben with me, who I'm actually doing a double sim. Ben Buggy, I'm doing a double sim with him next weekend on July 13th in Industrial. I have Shane Reeves. The two boys are brothers, and Shane is another high roxer like myself and Ben. Really two great guys. I have Dave Colley, who I never met before we started this whole thing. Dave is a great runner as well. He's going to be a huge asset to the team. And then we have Willie Walsh from down south. He is from, I think he's from Tip originally, but he's a Wexford man now. He will kill me for saying that, but 4 really great guys. We have a camper van rented. We're very excited. Really can't wait to just get out there and just do it. It's just going to be such a fucking thrilling event. I've always dreamed of doing something like the Speed Project. I know last year I signed up for Nick Bear's Go One More Marathon, or Go One More Ultra, and I didn't get picked for it, which would have been an experience in itself. But I'm really excited. The whole thing scares the fucking shit out of me, and it all comes back to the philosophy that I've kind of chiseled into myself over the last couple of months, is do hard shit. To do the shit that you don't want to do the shit that's going to make you grow, to just put yourself out of your comfort zone, because ultimately we will never make any progress in our comfort zone. And I spent so many years of my life going through the comfort zone and just chilling and just floating. And I think the biggest thing for me was when it turned around that I didn't have a purpose and I didn't have something to drive me. That was my biggest thing that I found I struggled with, because ultimately there are humans who can float through life, and I'm not one of them. I've always needed something to strive for. I've always needed something to push myself for. And this is just another one of those things. This is my misogi kind of for this year, where I just push myself out of my comfort zone and I just fucking do the thing. Don't think about it, just do it. It is scary, and we haven't had much prep time. We found out about this about a month and a half ago. Like, I've been nowhere near the mileage. We'll probably rack up about 45, I'd say 45 to 50 kilometers each, and it might not seem like a huge feat, but you have fatigue. You're not going to be running that in one block. It's going to be a relay style event, like something like the Speed Project, where you're doing 5k intervals or 10k intervals, and it's going to be tough through the night, no sleep, 220 kilometers. It just saying it just sounds so fucking mad. It just sounds mad. But yeah, I'm on the way to this meeting now. I'll try and get as much content as I can. I'm going to introduce it to the team, and yeah, let's do it. This isn't one of my teammates, right? But he's a good friend of mine, and I need to ask him, what's your biggest fear with Trásna now? What are you most afraid of? Because it is a scary feat.
Having robbed man the cameraman.
Who's on Dunny duty? Who's on
take one for the team.
Who's on Dunny duty? Wait, who's on your team again? You, Rob?
Me, Rob, Cottle, Chloe and Helen.
Oh, God help the two girls. God help the two girls. Who's on Dunny duty? How are you, boss? All good? Hello, sir.
Alright,
how are you, alright? Morning, big man.
What's the crack? How are
I'm
you?
going to rob her of her duties now on camera. On camera duty. Look at those socks, huh? The man, the myth, the legend. This is the reason we're all running from Galway to Dublin. This man right here.
no liability.
What's the story?
How are you,
All
man?
good, all good.
Yeah, sure.
How are the girls feeling?
Huh?
How are the girls feeling 20 days out?
I actually feel great.
Do you?
Oh, this is
Are you
fun.
shitting it? No, just, how do you feel 20 days out?
Yeah, I feel great.
You shitting it?
No, I'm absolutely not.
How do you feel? Yeah, no, I actually said on the way over here, I was like, I am shitting it, but
I feel really prepared. I'm not running enough.
how do you feel 20 days out? This is Shane, this is one of the boys who's going to be doing it with me.
Ready for action, ready to go.
Yeah, ready for action?
Let's go.
Pretty cool, aren't they?
Do this undertaking of 50k each. 3 for doing as much stories and fundraising as you can. As of today, we have raised over 10,000, which is our original target.
Brilliant.
So, obviously, no one has to run anymore. Job done. Our target's going to jump to 20,000, right? We were talking about it, we were saying 15,000, but we'll drive it on. A lot with these events is a lot of donations come in while we're all suffering in pain in the middle of the night and stuff like that.
Willie's doing hero work on it, around chippers to everything, the whole estate out canvassing for him. But serious going by miles for mines, and at least I think it was 4 teams now have gone over the target of $1,000 each, which is wild. We're still 3 weeks out. We're meant to get most of our donations on the actual day, so you can all give yourself a massive round of applause.
Well done.
Rush out in front of it. The 20 seconds it takes to stay at a light isn't going to affect your overall time, and we're doing like a 24-hour race here. What's 20 seconds out of 24 hours? You'd much rather get there without getting a bump off a car.
First of all, I'm going to tell you about myself. I did sponsored cycles. We started off probably before a lot of you were born in 1989. And we cycled down to Wexford, and one of the guys came on the Triumph. You know the Triumph with the little wheels? It came to that. He came on the cycle. But we did it all over Ireland. We went to Europe. We went to America. We did the East Coast, the West Coast. But the big thing we did was we kept everybody safe. No point in going and say, oh yeah, we ran across Ireland. Yeah, but 3 fellas had to take a week off after work. Well, so it's all about, and you say teams, I guarantee you, in 5 years' time when you're talking to your friends and tell them you ran all across Ireland, no one would remember what team came first. Teams are there for a reason. Is that you're 4 or 5 people working together. to get everybody to the finish.
There we go. The stage is set. We are ready to rock. Really good briefing. Very, very interesting. We're really looking forward to it now. It's going to be fucking great crack. Good to meet the team and kind of discuss the plans and stuff like that. But yeah, fucking buzzing now. Jesus Christ. I like Avi was saying it to me there. Just fucking very excited to just go, and he was like, you look like you're ready to rock, and I was like, man, I'd go now, honestly. But it's just going to be fucking great crack. It's such a good cause, and we had a speaker there from, you would have seen him there in the video. We had a speaker there from Grow, and just to hear some of the stories and to know why we're doing this, for who we're doing it for, and to know why we're doing it is fantastic. And yeah, we're all just really, really, really excited. Just dial in the nutrition, up the running a little bit over the next couple of weeks. I'm sitting at about 30k mileage every week now, so anything up to, I'd be looking to probably bring it up to about 40 over the next couple of weeks, and go from there. But yeah, super excited, cannot wait now. What do we think, boys? This is insane.
Right, are we all set?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Do we get a picture or something with the camper before we go?
Fucking waffle drive. We're 20 minutes. We're 20 minutes down the road.
I was trying not to go that bad, but like. You'll be on the road, you'll be like, lads, this is grand here.
Smile, Willie! Smile! 20 minutes down the road and he's already out of the fucking thing. Willie somehow managed to blackguard his way into the front seat. Homemade contraption. Shown in the seat. Stop. Jeez, you're not looking so sick anymore. There's the boys.
I'm staging my heels. It's where I belong.
Down at the big morning club, I wanna keep on dancing at the big morning club. Oh, he's here, he's here, he's here. Yeah, yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Here we are, lads. Scene of the crime. We're about to run across the fucking country, boys. Mental. We don't need to get that on video.
Yeah, Ricky reversed into it.
Video, but it is.
We are here in Galway Bay, Spanish Arches. It is 9:44. The boys are set. Are the boys set?
All set.
Yeah.
Ready to rock.
Ben is going off first. Where is he? He's going off first. And then we have myself. Then who's going third? Willie's third. Then Shane. Then Dave. Then Davey. Then Shane. But sure, it won't matter because this time tomorrow it'll all be done.
I'm going to run that fast, so I'm not going to be able to run anymore.
I know.
5k is my limit.
It is mad though, isn't it? This shit. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We had a few pints last night. A few toilet breaks this morning.
I had water.
Willie had pints of water. Designated driver just in case we needed to move the camper van. But yeah.
That's true, actually. Imagine you had if you did it.
Look at this. What a day for it. What a day for a place.
Is it recording?
I don't know. I hope I'm going to try it out.
Oh, you were standing here, I didn't see it there.
Oh, it is. I think.
It is. Five lads under the
Here we are. Jeez, we won't be running that way anyway.
Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in now.
Past 10.
I'm gonna go in now, yeah. Thanks Thank God we're not swimming to Dublin, boys. The final prep, boys. We are 11:06. Anti-chafing, is it?
No, warming gel.
Warming gel.
That looks good.
Here we go. Look at that weather. Look at that weather. Boys, we actually have some outfit with the drone in the sky there. You see it there? And we're fucking waiting for Ben to come up. Checkpoint 1. So here we are at checkpoint 1. You can see that I actually misplaced my DJI camera, so I lost it when we got back from Spanish Arch, so it was a case of just recording everything on the phone. I turned the van upside down trying to find it, but I couldn't find it. So here's Ben coming into checkpoint 1. That's the first 5k underneath the belt. You can see our camper there in the background. This was an absolute game changer when it came to getting through the night and having things organised and just having a bit of space to move around. The goal was to always go out quick. You can see we're moving at quite a quick pace. I think Ben went out and did a 19:20 or something for his first 5k, and then I think I did a 20 minute and 10 second or something for my own 5k. The goal was to always kind of go out at a fast pace. You can see here we're downhill obviously, but I think I looked down at my watch at one stage and I was running like 3:10 or 3:15, which is absolutely crazy. The goal was to try and get those first 15-20 kilometers under the belt as quick as possible, then in order for us to be able to settle in. Now it was quite warm, but it helped that we had support along the way and just making sure that we were staying hydrated and staying on top of everything when it comes to fuel. Here you can see Willie's first changeover. This video will never get old. You can see how quick he takes off. We all had such a laugh looking back at it. But we had a few different cameras on the go. We had the Insta360, which is in Willie's hand here now. He also had his drone, and then my DJI went missing. So all of the footage that you'll see, unfortunately, is in portrait mode on the phones, but we did get as much as we could because we did want to document this. And you can see Gabby and Shelley there in the background as well, who captured some fantastic footage throughout the whole event. We had music blaring, we had just people getting the food into us. It was just such a good vibe. We had a fantastic day of weather. I think it was 24 degrees up until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So you can imagine the amount of water, electrolytes, carbs we're all trying to take on, but we still kept the vibes relatively high. This is changeover number 5, so we officially have our first rotation under the belt, 25k in the legs, and then we just kind of moved through as we got out onto these open roads. These were really monotonous. They went on for about 50-60k until we hit the greenway in Athlone, and it became very hard to kind of see the end goal when we were running on these mad straight roads. But we all kind of just settled into it and just kind of moved through. I think we had a bit of a slump when we were near enough Athlone. You can hear me say here we go again. We were just kind of struggling through, but just still keeping the pace up, and that's all we needed to do, you know, was keep the pace up and make sure that we were just doing everything to the best of our ability, because we know that it's only 5k legs before we can then move into our rest and recovery before we go again. So this is one of the last shots we got before we moved onto the old rail trail. So the whole idea of the rail trail was that it was the safest way to get from Mullingar Athlone area down towards Dublin, because it joins onto the Royal Canal. You can see here we actually got the bike out relatively early. You can see Ben and Shane on the bike here, and the whole idea of that was just to kind of keep our legs relatively fresh after we did our run. So the way we did it was Ben would run this leg, and then he'd jump on the bike for whoever was running the next leg, and then he'd drive the camper for the third leg, and he'd have 2 to kind of prepare himself to go again. I think the whole point behind this was we wanted to give our legs the minimum amount of time to get stiff or get sore, and by being on the bike you're giving them just that little bit of a stimulus to get that flush out before you go again. We kind of nailed down that the most important thing when coming off our run was that we were to get into that zone on the bike of going in and making sure we were taking on a carb source when we were on the bike, and then when we were back in the camper we were giving ourselves about 60 to 80 minutes to have some solid foods before we would go again, so that they're kind of digested, but we're making sure that we are getting those carbs in. It became a bit of a mental battle when we got onto this greenway. As you can see, it's relatively straight for most of it. There would be a bend every 7 to 10 kilometers, if not more, and I think you'll see in this next clip how straight it is, just in relation to, it feels like you're on a treadmill. You can see the changeover maybe 2-3k out, and it's very hard. I think this next clip really puts it into perspective as to how straight the trail run is, the old rail trail. If anyone runs, they know how monotonous it is running on a straight road, and how difficult it is mentally to challenge that and to push yourself on those roads, especially when you're like 25 to 30k into an ultra. And this video really puts it into perspective. If you look into the distance there, you can see there's a slight bend in the road, and Dave is running on this straight here, and when Ben pans over the bridge you can just see how straight it is again. So it's hard when you don't have things that are flying by you or running past buildings or running past cars to distract you and stuff like that, but it's the little things that you kind of realise when they're taken away from you. So at this stage we are kind of back and forth with another team in the race from first to second to first to second, and you can see that Dave changed over to Shane here, and in the distance up ahead you can just see one of the lads from the Up and Out Run Club, so shout out to them for giving us a good battle on the day. But within 5k, the main man himself, Mr. Consistent, managed to pull it back. And as we go into the next changeover, it was starting to get a bit dark. So myself and Ben was running next and I was after. So as it was starting to get a bit dark, we started to get the head torches out and just kind of go into this zone. So we were approaching Mullingar at a rate of knots at this stage. And I know that I did my first run in the dark was through Mullingar. Ben's first run in the dark was coming into Mullingar, so it was kind of a case of just really digging deep. And when the darkness set in, I think we all had a slump of about an hour and a half where we were just kind of going through the motions and kind of feeling a little bit sorry for ourselves.
Tired, but we won't fucking stop.
It is 23:14, boys. We're in Kinnegad, and Ben's about to go head out on his third last run. I've 3 more left. Willie has 2 more left.
No, 3 more.
3 more as well. 3 as well.
All 3, yeah.
All 3. It's been tough, boys. It's been tough. The pain is setting in.
PB 5k twice.
Yeah, Ben's PB to 5k twice. I PB to 5k once.
I no PB.
Because your PBs are like 90.
Yeah, man's PBs are ridiculous, and he's saying he's no PB.
18 minutes.
But no, it's fucking mental. We're about to head out. Ben's about to head out now. I'm at 40,000 steps for today.
Oh, stop. It's fucking mental.
Man, it's mental. But yeah, it's been so much fun. We're having a fucking ball. We're having an absolute ball. I don't know if I have my hand over the mic for that, but we're having an absolute ball. But yeah, I'm gonna record a little bit on my next run, and
here we are, lads. It's nearly 12 o'clock. We're still going. We're still fighting. This is when the demons start to creep in. It's pitch black out. It's fucking raining. I feel like shit. But this is when the character shows. This is character building. Let's fucking get it. Dublin by 4. Dublin by fucking 4. Let's go.
I actually recorded that and put it on my story because I wanted to hold ourselves accountable, not only to show other people the work that we were putting in, but to also hold ourselves accountable at the benchmark that we had set to be in Dublin by 4. And over the next couple of clips you'll see whether we achieved that or not. But this was a tough portion where it was just monotonous stomping. You're literally running to the end of your light and just focusing on putting one foot in front of the other while still trying to hold and maintain a solid pace. As soon as Dave finished here, we kind of got back into towns like Enfield, Kilcock, stuff like that, and it just made it that little bit easier, and it was a nice little change of scenery. As we were going down through the towns, you can hear Willie shouting there, waking everyone up at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it was. But it was just a fantastic experience, and to be able to run through the likes of Maynooth and Leixlip when everyone's pouring out the nightclubs. I remember we were running through Leixlip, I think, and there were lads queuing up for a chipper, and we were jumping into the camper and going on to our next station. But by this stage we were kind of back on a high, and we were all just really enjoying it. As you can see by this video, some were enjoying it more than others, but yeah, it was brilliant. It was just such a good experience. So here we are in Maynooth, we are closing in on Dublin. It's in our sights, and Dave is going to take us off then to our next checkpoint. Willie just absolutely loved the experience. He was just such a ball of positive energy, and it was just brilliant to have around you, especially when you were cycling after him. I think the biggest thing that I've taken from this is that if you want to run fast, you go alone, but if you want to run far, you go together. And the boys were just fantastic. There wasn't one bit of aggro or one bit of you do this and I'll do that, but it was just an absolutely symbiotic relationship. We all just got on so well, and it was just such a good group of lads. And then you have to talk about the community that we had behind us. I know that some of my family were with us for most of the day coming out of Galway, and then came back during the night once we hit Maynooth. And then we had Shelley and Gabby on the cameras and all that sort of crack as well. They were driving after us, giving us support. We were driving down these mad country roads with a big massive camper, and pulling up on curbs and everything. So by this stage of the night we were kind of closing in on Lucan. That was our next big checkpoint. I can tell you one thing though, it was absolutely amazing to start running through some roads with some paths and just seeing some buildings, because we knew we were getting close then. Here is Ben bringing us down through Adamstown, bringing us down towards my last leg down along the canal. So we had projected to be here about 6:15 a.m. and we were actually here at 3:50. So we were about 2 hours and 25 minutes, give or take, ahead of schedule. So this is my last run now down along the canal, bringing us down towards Inchicore before I'd hand off the baton to Willie for his last run. And I tell you, it was some feeling just being able to see a big ball of light in the distance of Dublin City, knowing that we were so close and we'd done it. We'd basically done it. Like, all we needed to do was just put one foot in front of the other and just complete it. As we got into Dublin, we just got this overwhelming sense of joy. Like, we had literally just done this, not only done it, but we'd smashed it out of the park. To run across the width of Ireland at the rate that we did, I'm just so proud of these lads. It's insane. So there we have it.
Yes.
The final slap of the hands. This was the last changeover before we got going. Shane brought us into Poolbeg. We parked up the camper. He came in through O'More Park, and you can see how quickly it got bright. It got bright insanely quick. We couldn't believe it. Here he is running in along the coast, and just this feeling was just sensational. To see it in real life after so much talk about it, and after saying we were going to do this, and so much preparation and so much planning and the amount of work that went into it, to actually see the end goal was just the most amazing feeling in the world.
What do we think, boys? What do we think, boys?